everybody, it's Tom Christie back in the carving shop, and this will be session 4, a shorter session of carving this Preening Drake Mallard 6-inch bird, so less than life size, and we've got it in a preening position. In the last session I got the head mounted. I'm going to show you how I did the plastic wood. I let that dry overnight. I actually did that yesterday before turning in for the night so that I could finish this up today. We'll get the bottom sanded. I don't have to balance the bird, so we'll get it sealed up and ready for paint. Then we can get to painting. If you're enjoying my channel and getting some value out of it, please hit the subscribe button. That does help me out, and it's totally free. I appreciate that show of support. All right, let's get going. I'll bring the camera in. We'll take a look at that plastic wood and how it did overnight.
All right, on this bird's neck joint, I'm going to use plastic wood and use acetone to smooth that in and around. I sometimes use Bondo, sometimes use plastic wood. On a bird like this, where the clearances are really tight, and I want to get some smoothing done, I find the plastic wood works really well, and I can kind of get things smoothed out. With the Bondo, you just have to push it in there and leave it pretty rough. With this approach, with the acetone, you can smooth things out and get pretty close to the final set that you're looking for. And then some light sanding will finish it off. So I'm just dipping my brush, applying some plastic wood to the acetone wetted brush, and then using more acetone to spread it and smooth it out. So I'll go ahead and get that done and then come back and show you what it looks like. Just a quick look at that after using the plastic wood and acetone.
Okay, here's just a view of the bird, kind of give you a 360 view. And I'm really happy with the way the plastic wood has covered up the seam. I'm going to do very light sanding on that. One thing I've found with the plastic wood, the more you sand it, the more it seems to create problems. So just a light sanding so that I don't lose the nice blending that I did with the acetone. And it really doesn't need much before painting in terms of sanding. So we'll get that done and then get the bird sealed up. All right, I've got just 150 grit, very light touch. As I mentioned before, I don't want to over sand this and lose the nice blending that I got with the acetone. I'll just get rid of the rough spots and put you to sleep watching this, but I want to include it for newer carvers out there, just so you have a complete picture. So I'm just doing some strokes so that I don't overdo it here, and that's about all it's going to take to finish this up. I'll get that done and then be back. All right, a quick trip over to the belt sander, and just want to smooth the bottom of the bird at this point, and that's not going to take much. Pretty soft tupelo, not much surface area. I'm just rocking that back and forth to get a nice, flat, smooth surface. That looks good. Now I've got my brand heated up with a propane torch, and I like to put a maker's mark
on the bottom of my birds. Be careful not to burn myself. And that puts a nice permanent mark in case the signature ever fades over time. I think I've shown this before, but it's worthy of showing again. I think piece of scrap Tupelo with a 1/2-inch hole drilled in it, an old paintbrush handle that I cut off a screw head, drilled a hole and epoxied that screw into the paint handle, and it makes a great paint handle for a small bird like this. I'm going to drill a single hole here in the bottom of the bird. So I can fill that hole later after I've painted the bird. But now I can just screw this paint handle in, and it doesn't have to go too far because I still want to seal up the bottom of the decoy. But it makes a great stand when you're painting to put the bird aside, let things dry, work on it later. Okay, I'm going to seal the bird with several coats of Prolux Semi-Gloss. It's a lacquer spray for wood. And I'll give it several coats so we get good sealing action on the wood. Now that the sealer is dry, I'm going to use Rust-Oleum primer, just gray primer, and give it a light coat of primer. I masked off the bottom of the bird to keep that natural. So I'll get that done and then come back. All right, I've got the bird primed. Just give you a quick 360 of the carved bird. Looking good. Happy with the way he turned out. Okay, everybody, just a quick video today to finish up the carving portion of this project. I think I will keep carving and painting separated so that if you need to paint a bird, you don't have to sit through the end of a carving video to get to painting. So short video today. Happy with the way this preener turned out. Can't wait to get him painted. That'll come next. Until then, Tom Christie signing out. Good carving to you.